The complete tale of the abuse of Jesse Davis and his wife Paula at the hands of Thomas Schoenberger must be seen to be believed. The malice, sheer malice, the pitiless victimization of a man and his wife by a sociopath who lacks all mercy, defies explanation. Why did Schoenberger do it? Twisted entertainment? The deep jealousy of a failed husband for another man and wife? Why prey on utter strangers? As I chronicle the serial misdeeds of Thomas Schoenberger, I realize that I will never understand him. Nor should we try. Nietzsche told us in Beyond Good and Evil, aphorism 146, he who fights with monsters should be careful lest he himself become a monster. For if you gaze long into the abyss will also gaze into you. Friedrich Nietzsche, Beyond Good and Evil. And this applies to us, as we examine the repetitive crimes of Schoenberger. This man, unhandsome, clinically obese, disheveled, with poor hygiene, wearing the same emblematic black shirt for days on end, claims to be a composer. Indeed, he claims to be the greatest composer of all time. If you are telling lies, you may as well make them whoppers, seems to be the operative motive. But no one ever heard a Schoenberger concerto. No one, in fact, ever saw the man play the piano, and he claims that a video depicting him playing piano was posted on the net. The problem is, when you sit and actually watch that video, as I did, patiently waiting to see the artist perform, he never plays. The camera never depicts him putting his hands to ivory, never shows his face, his figure, before the keyboards, and yet he says that it does. This is a key insight into this monstrous criminal, who is capable of pointing us at a video that does not depict what he claims that it depicts, who believes like Joseph Goebbels that merely repeating a lie often enough will make it true. This is Jesse Davis's story of his victimization at the hands of a monster. This is the tale of his wife, Paula, who ended up institutionalized in a mental institution because of the sick machinations of Thomas Schoenberger. How can anyone claim that this account is false? Amazingly, it happens. Schoenberger has allies that support him, for no reason that I can understand. They claim that he is maligned, when the malignancy emanates from him. Schoenberger claims that I am gang-stalking him. Sorry, no. I coordinate with no one. I did not ask Jesse Davis for permission to share his story. He did not ask me to do it. I coordinate with no one. I simply tell stories, as an historian that is my job, and I am telling the tale of Cicada 3301, an organization that Schoenberger infiltrated in 2014 and hijacked in 2015. This is why Schoenberger really hates me. Not because I presume to tell the tale of his endless crimes. Because I tell the story of an organization that he attempted to manipulate for criminal grift. He and his co-conspirators attempted to sell intellectual property that they did not own. In multiple interviews on my website Samizdat, the lies of Thomas Schoenberger are implacably exposed. Multiple accusers speak. Documents attest to his avarice and incompetence, but you will never see him responding to them. Instead he shoots the messenger, he immediately goes ad hominem, he calls me a CIA officer, he claims that I consort with Satanists and pedophiles. He claims that I engage in cocaine trafficking. Schoenberger committed felonies when he did this, and his crimes have been chronicled and reported to the FBI and the Secret Service. Schoenberger is literally on probation while he commits these crimes. He egregiously violates the terms of his probation, and so his probation will soon be revoked, and he will be returned to custody. But we should not lose sight of the original crimes of Thomas Schoenberger. He victimized Paula Davis, and her husband, Jesse Davis. Mr. Davis is attempting to serve legal documents on Thomas Schoenberger. But Schoenberger hides, he literally absconds, he scurries from cheap motel to cheap motel, he fears to answer every knock at his door. One day very soon, a legal process server will succeed in delivering documents to Thomas Schoenberger. Then we may see him in court, standing before a judge, answering for his crimes. Because I tell these stories, Schoenberger claims that I'm gang-stalking him. At some point, an FBI agent, an investigator for DHS/I, will make an assessment, and he will refer a determination to a prosecutor. Then we shall see who actually committed crimes. I am calling for the legal apprehension and subjection to the legal process of a criminal. That is not a crime. In Schoenberger's twisted worldview, he claims that I conspire with others to reveal his perfidy. I conspire with no one. Exposing a criminal is no crime. One of us will soon be standing before a judge. Knock knock, Mr. Schoenberger.